Okay, don't anyone sing anything else until we get home. We gotta record this.
Yeah, that'll be great.
I'm a Barbie girl.
Well, that was kind of a weird trip, but I'm glad we went.
Yeah, I love Niagara Falls.
Family Guy might be one of the most famous cartoon shows to ever be created, and it has its fair share of incredible original moments. But did you know that there have been many times in the series where other shows and pop culture has been referenced? Well, in case you didn't know about those Easter eggs, get ready, because here are some Easter eggs that you can find in Peter Griffin's adventures.
That's right, cry. Cry like Sauron when he lost his contact lens.
Nobody move! Nobody move! Does anybody see it? It might be stuck to a tree or a rock. Anyone? Oh, I am so grounded.
What would happen if you mix Family Guy with Lord of the Rings? For sure, it would be a great combination. Throughout Family Guy's history, there have been many times in which J.R.R. Tolkien's legendary creation has been referenced in multiple funny ways. Here we can see a clip from the episode Teagues for Two, in which we can see a representation of Gondor's beacons being lit, and Aragorn coming to watch this incredible moment.
Oh my God, why is there only half a medal?
Whew, how much time you got?
We got about 7 minutes and I haven't gone yet. Rocky. Like most, my day began with block letters of my name floating past the screen.
First it was Lord of the Rings, and now put on your gloves because it's boxing time. Rocky is probably one of the most famous sagas in cinematic history, but did you know that it also had a little spotlight in Family Guy? Well, in the episode Tales of Former Sports Glory, we see that Peter is telling us a story about his training and his boxing roots. That same scene is a parody of one of Rocky's most memorable scenes, in which Sylvester Stallone is training to become the strongest boxer.
That'll be $27.50.
Who's ready to catch some ghosts? In the second season of the show, the episode The Story on Page 1 gives us a very funny situation, because who doesn't want to see Peter Griffin with a Ghostbusters uniform? In case you liked that famous movie, well, this is the episode for you. But hey, this is not the only time we heard about ghost hunting in the series.
Here they come.
Did you think that Blue Harvest is the only episode in which Star Wars is mentioned in Family Guy? Well, you were very wrong if you thought like that. The clip we just saw is from the episode Peterotica, in which, after knowing the name of the attorney, Lois's father decided to send that same attorney to the catacombs of his house, in which he has to fight a giant monster, and he does in a very similar way to Luke Skywalker. Such a cool moment.
Well, Richard, my family seems to think money's the way to go, so I'm gonna go with the flute that Captain Picard played, first in his imagination and then in real life, in the episode The Inner Light from Star Trek The Next Generation.
What? No, you idiot. We said money.
Show me Picard's flute!
Hey, stop talking about Star Wars, because what about Star Trek? We know that Peter loves some galactic adventures and that he loves Star Wars, but in the episode Road to Rupert, we see that Stewie is doing a very emotional funeral for his teddy bear, Rupert. This references the funeral that Captain Kirk gives Spock at the end of Star Trek II.
You're talking out of your ass.
It doesn't matter, Brian. I'm tan. Hey, Brian. Look at my tan walk.
Brokeback Mountain was a really revolutionary movie when it came out in the mid-2000s, but Family Guy gives us a curious twist on this romantic film. In this episode, Brian gets a copy of the movie, but instead of being told from the perspective of the protagonists, it is told from the perspective of the horses. They love to make things like this in the show.
They can take our lives, but they can never take our freedom!
And let's not forget the tax they levied on properties that are an abutment of church lands. So yeah, Let's do it.
Who doesn't love a great motivational speech? Well, if you're talking about motivational speeches, probably The Legend of Braveheart is one that comes to your mind. In this episode from the 5th season of the show, Chris is having trouble adapting to his new life in college, and Stewie remembers that time in which he gave the troops a great motivating speech.
Okay, the time machine is refueled. Let's find a safe spot and make the trip back home.
How could we forget about Indiana Jones? If you like the big blockbuster saga of Indiana Jones, the episode Road to Germany is a big homage to this adventure movie. The scene in which Stewie says, "We're not sinking, we're crashing," after the big plane battle is a reference to the movie Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Stewie being super jacked and strong might be the main plot of this episode after he starts consuming steroids, but have you heard about the famous character from The Silence of the Lambs, Buffalo Bill? In this scene, a clip of Chris dancing and imitating one of the most famous dances of the film is shown to the other students of Quahog High School. Chris might be an innocent guy, but he's very scary in this scene.
Hey, Stewie, play hiding.
How about a little musical reference? Brian's play might be a very culturally focused episode, but did you know that the movie Amadeus was shown here? Well, in this scene, we see that Stewie is dressed as Mozart and Peter is playing the role of Salieri. What an amazing moment. Well, there you have it, Family Guy fans. Here are some movie references that you can find in your favorite show. If you like the video, please subscribe to our channel so we can provide you with even funnier Family Guy content. Until the next time, goodbye.
I think I'm gonna be sick. Brian?
I'm gonna cut my ear off to prevent World War II.
Ah! Ah! Oh, God! Oh, God!